Hey, thanks for tuning in. Are you interested in smoking a CBD joint? Yeah? Well, if you are, hit up 2020hemping.com, grab one today, use code TrueBuds10 to get that shit, man.
Go get it.
All right, cool.
Get it.
This is True Buds, that Mary Jane, now we ain't new to this. For my stoners and for my cannabis enthusiasts, never heard a show as good as this. Yeah, number one, it's the best. Bringing in many special guests in the industry of cannabis. Business owners to growers, even artists you know of. So sit back and just roll up the perfect show for my smokers.
Yeah,
True Buds.
Yeah. What's cracking? About to hit up that True Bud show. This is the most guests we've had on to date in the building. We got Black Mask. How we doing? Yo, we got Mike, Black Mask. You can just do a little introduction for yourselves because I just
that song. That's just tight.
Hey, but I'm Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel in the building.
Fuck with y'all.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Chilling dudes.
I just smoke and chill.
Oh yeah, I'm Black Mask. He's one of my close business partners. You know, he's one of the managers.
Nice.
Get on our artist is my intern.
Yeah.
He likes to call me his intern.
Okay, nice.
Camo, produce, do all that shit.
Hell yeah.
Keep it ratchet.
So you guys are like the Three Musketeers in this shit. That's dope though.
Something like that.
But you
I just help how I can.
Yeah, he does a little bit of advertising and marketing.
Oh, nice, man.
Yeah.
Word. You can dive into that a little later because that shit always interests me.
I like that song though. That was fresh.
I appreciate that.
That shit was dope.
Who is the artist?
Burton M6.
Burton M6.
Yeah. On Fiverr. Go if you want to get a gig. He's legit. He delivers. That's the second song he's made for me. Delivers, like he's down to do edits, but when he sends it over, I'm like, word. Like,
yeah.
I know I mentioned earlier,
is
but
is that the only song he's made?
No, he made another one too that I have on my True Buds TV page. That's like a minute long, and it's just. But yeah, people were feeling that one. I was getting a lot of comments like, "Yo, is there a full version? Is there this of the other one that's like 60 seconds long?"
Oh, how long is this?
Like 20 something.
Under 30.
It's not the full song.
This is This is just a different one I had to make for the show.
Oh,
so,
that's dope.
but yeah, like it's legit. Like
I dig it. I'm gonna
get that info
True
from
Buds
for sure.
True Buds TV.
True Buds TV, man. So you started your YouTube channel recently.
Yeah, you got to, you know.
And what's I was looking for it earlier today. What was can you give me the handle on that?
Oh, it's Black Mask.
Black Mask.
Yeah.
Word.
Straight up. BLK.MVSK. You know, kind of like right there.
Check that out. I actually am digging that logo too.
Yeah, it's the first logo. We got a better one coming.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
Thanks, dude. Thanks.
Just rocking some vintage stuff.
No, yeah, I got 4 subscribers right now. Yep.
Hey man, hey, people listening and watching, go check it out.
Doing it big right now.
But if you're feeling beats and shit, you said you're gonna put some free like packages up or something. You were saying.
Yeah. You know, I gotta like, been studying some like strategies on how to grow your true fan base and people that really mess with you. So like, just giving out, free content, free beats, free loops that I make, and just hoping they can subscribe, and then
word if
you're on it from there.
For sure. And if you're down to send me any of those or just let me, or I'll find the video, but I'm always looking for beats and shit, dude. Like, yeah.
Well, you rap or
no, for like I do a lot of just for videos,
Okay.
and I do a bunch of content for my brother who's like in the fitness game. So a lot of his workout videos I like having dope music in there. So that's where I search for more like most of the music. But I do like the freestyle. I do.
You got bars?
Shit, we can get it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Super Jack.
You know how to get free beats? Go to my channel. Click the subscribe, and then you get the pack of 10 beats. That easy. And then you got 10 beats. Like, nobody's doing that right now. I mean, a lot of people are doing that, but not Black.
And those are all
just
all hip hop beats or all.
Yeah, mainly like trap. Some.
You guys got a favorite?
Favorite what?
Beat out of that 10 pack. Do you have one?
The guitar-y type beats that are like kind of like popular right now, like.
I wish I was a little better sitting here. I'd pull this shit up.
Like Roddy Ricch type guitar beats,
You want me to play the one on the channel?
Yeah, just put it up.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah, we can toss it up. Yeah, sorry everybody.
You have it on the-
First time in the captain's chair here, so I don't want to fuck anything up and like turn it off.
No.
worries.
You can put it on the mic, just like a little clip.
Yeah.
So you go to Black Mask. .com on YouTube. Scroll down, click subscribe. You get plenty of free beats. Oh man, messing up. You see that intern?
Sure.
Plug it in,
Hey.
That's why he's an intern.
I was feeling that. I was like, all right.
That's why he's the intern. But
Hey man.
yeah, feel free. Help me grow to. How many do you have? You have like 20,000 subscribers.
Not quite, but 15 right now on YouTube.
Okay, there you
But
go.
on the True Bud show, only like 200 and something.
You got any like advice?
It's dope though, man. It's incredible.
Thank you, man.
How do you?
How long it
That's
take you to
people
get
listening to you, that's good.
Oh yeah, thanks, man.
You're just giving out that free knowledge right there. He's
Yeah, it's
showing
just
you
a
how
lot
to
of.
showing you how to make hannah butter and like.
I'd say the consistency for me is the biggest part of it.
Like, did you write a list of like 10 like how-tos that you were gonna do before you did it, or did you just like think of it as you go?
Sometimes I do that, and that's cool to do, and I like planning. But sometimes shit comes spontaneous, or I'll just have it in my head. I never wrote much stuff down.
I'm doing this today.
Yeah.
Okay.
How long it take you to get those 200 subscribers?
No, he's got
on
15,000.
the True Bud show pretty soon, because I put the clips from this podcast on True Bud's TV channel, and I'm always promoting like, if you're feeling this clip, go over and check out the True Bud Show full podcast. And I did that for several reasons. One being I wanted people to just have access to the show and not get random like comedy videos or how-tos or some shit.
Right.
But also YouTube was fucking with me too, like giving me strikes and shit. I still have one on my channel.
Really? How is that?
Or
Fucking
what?
annoying.
What?
Fucking did 2 dab videos with a hair straightener.
Oh, you're promoting. Okay, I know. Okay, I get it. I mean, still,
because you were smoking
no,
or what?
No, they did 3. The first one, because they give you an extra strike or whatever now, was a fucking weed museum one. When the weed maps museum, I literally just made a video like, yo, this is the weed maps. But what they got me for, I guess I had links to like shit in my description and a bunch of bullshit. But
that's so whack.
But fucking, yeah, it can be stressful because one more strike, I would have been fucked. Now it's 2 strikes, my channel's gone.
So they're censoring like everybody.
God damn.
Yeah, so that's why this is cool. That's why I have my site where I use Vimeo, so don't, so I can just do my own shit. But there's so many people already on there. So
you on WeedTube?
Yeah, I'm behind on uploading there.
Okay.
But yeah, I have like half my content up there.
Yeah.
Just I had such a backlog when it came along. So like there's some days I'll load like 10 videos, 20 on there or something, and I'm like, okay, like then I'll do it again later.
That's good.
But there's just like daunting when there's so much shit.
How do you like WeedTube?
It's cool.
Yeah.
I love the vibe of it. I love everything about it. It's
Never
just
even
not.
seen it.
It's just not quite as user friendly. Of course, just being smaller.
Right.
I don't get notifications.
It's so beta still.
I can't see when people comment on my stuff, so I feel bad sometimes. I have to like go through and click the video for some reason and like see if which I feel bad. I like to hit people back. So, but yeah, it's dope what they're doing.
Yeah.
You think it's gonna like be a big site?
I definitely think so. I think it's already has a lot of uploads on there, but I think too with like we're saying with censorship and shit, it's even gonna.
Yeah. Will it last?
Because that's why
everybody's gonna have their own different tube type shit.
But go back to the hair straightener. What was wrong with that?
That's how you used to like. It's an old school way of getting waxed. So.
Yeah, Chris, who I've had on.
So you do that to the weed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put the
But
dab
you put it
on
in like wax paper or a rosin bag.
There you go.
And then you squeeze it, and then it. I mean, I don't recommend doing it. I'd rather smoke the flower.
What?
It's dangerous. Yeah.
But it can be
Gotta
done.
smoke dab, kids.
I mean, but that's the stuff that gets through the view.
No, it's
when I was a kid, I used to look.
It was
at
Chris's
like,
idea too. He's like, let's just do. We shot one video about like growing because he was doing a grow, and he's like, let's just do this one. He's like, a lot of people, it's pretty popular. I'm like, shot it in a couple minutes, didn't even think twice about it, and it just fucking shot up.
Nice. Yeah.
Do you like? I mean, are you gonna like do more about like making edibles, or do you like doing those, or do you think like you kind of already explained all the edible situation because of just doing?
I've made a bunch of.
Wait, what's your favorite edible though? Or top three edibles. Yeah.
To make or to buy or
to make. To make and to buy.
Coconut oil.
Okay.
Just because it's the easiest and so versatile.
Okay.
And then I'd have to say butter, but coconut oil, and I did an MCT oil, which is derived from coconuts, but it's just so easy. You can.
Right.
I'll usually just take a spoonful of that shit.
How do you feel about RSO?
I haven't made it,
Okay.
but I do fuck with tinctures a lot.
That's when you lather on your body.
What's your ours?
Rick Simpson oil is the guy who created it. It's essentially a tincture, but it's done using like I think it has to be like a certain proof, Everclear proof, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
It's certain distillation.
That's for like physical pain.
Yeah, and it's like it was huge because it's a way for people to heal that's like reasonable to make.
There are better ways to do it. Like you said, rosin earlier, it's just using heat. You know, so that's a good way to like try to figure out how to make RSO without using alcohol or anything else like that. It's better, I think.
So do you make it?
No, I love reading upon it, like how it. I know people who've had like cancer who needed it, so.
See, and that's
they
what
tell me like it's helped so much. Where they're just like, their pain is a lot better, but they're able to communicate while they're on like opioids or all pilled up. They can't say anything. They're just like in a coma phase, you know. And they're people I've done before, so it's like you can see the difference of like just being able to communicate while the pain relief is there.
Put me
That's
on that
big, man.
dude. I'm good.
That's big, man. Yeah, there's a guy on this channel actually who hit me up because he's like, dude, I have cancer, and I like did a video for him. David, shout out to you, man, because
shout out David, man.
He just
like
doesn't
shit
for real, and he didn't have monies, but he said he was taking prescription shit before, but like he's like, weed's really what I need. So
of course.
But it was cool. I was like, you should make a video, put it on Facebook as like something. So he did that and fucking donated a couple bucks, just trying to show some love. But that shit's real out there, like.
Oh yeah.
Saving lives, like.
Yeah.
Yeah, RSO's big, man.
What do you guys like to smoke? What's your guys' favorite shit to smoke?
Oh man, I like edibles and flower, man. But trees the best. Like I like just indicas.
Oh yeah.
Relax, yeah.
What about you?
I like to stay up, so.
Oh yeah, you've told me this before. You're a sativa man.
Sativa guy all day,
All day.
You gotta.
But if you got edibles,
gotta stay productive.
I love edibles.
What about you, brother?
Sativa, I'd say, because I like how it makes me like, it gets my heart going and shit. I can work out on that like all the fucking time.
Fuck yeah.
Edibles, what are those little chocolate bars?
Clean the whole house.
Clean the whole
Chiba Chews?
It's one of those like more mainstream brands.
Okay.
Those things hit fucking great. Like when I was a kid, I used to just like smoke blunts back to back. But now that I'm older, I understand.
Kids don't smoke blunts.
Don't smoke blunts.
I don't know. They're so. That's how I feel.
Backwoods are great, but don't fucking smoke them.
If you can, Glass or J's, man.
But now it's like more. Like if I have a bowl of like some sativa, I'll take a hit, and an hour later take another hit. It's more calculated. It's not just I'm trying to like. It's more medicinal and therapeutic now.
Yeah, I feel like
for productivity instead of just like getting fucking.
Fuck yeah.
Hit with a brick wall. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna lie to myself either. I understand smoking isn't the best medicinal way of taking it. I feel edibles is a very medicinal way of taking.
For sure.
Marijuana.
He gave me a THC pill the other day, and I'm still scared to fucking take it. It's been sitting on my desk for like 2 weeks.
Do you know what kind?
I don't even know how many
Oh,
milligrams.
It's distillate, yeah.
Those hit hard. The absolute extracts are my favorite.
Yeah, it's a distillate.
What do you feel? You just
I don't know. I don't want to run outside.
It's like an edible.
It's just an edible.
It's like an
so
edible.
yeah, the ones that I have.
They don't understand.
I can't do that.
They're 25 milligrams, so I'll take 2 of those and be like lit.
Yeah, you see.
Oh, okay, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
No, your tolerance is probably.
I don't know. It's not too
only
bad.
had
I don't.
2 edibles in my life. The first one knocked me out for like 2 days. I didn't know what happened.
It hits some people differently. I hear.
I'm just kidding. But
I was like, oh shit. I've
I've
heard some crazy.
But like I
fucking love
literally
edibles,
just like
man.
knocked out,
I fucking love edibles.
and just like passed out, and then woke up like 2 p.m.
Still
the
stoned.
Next day. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and still stoned. So.
That's when you're making your own shit and you take too
So
much.
it's just
too.
like not enough control. So I'm just like I'm good.
I took some on the freeway.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
They kicked it on the freeway. I was going to the 405, and all of a sudden,
Dangerous.
everything just turns into
Say
like
no to tr-
one-dimensional. Like it was like Paper Mario. And I was like, oh fuck, because I was taking like 25 milligram chocolate bars. I was like, 30 minutes later, nah, it didn't hit me. It's not hitting me. Like, this is fucking weak as shit. And then I just keep on eating them. And then 2 hours later, I'm like driving home. And it's just,
that's why it's scary.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck.
I did that at work one time. Like, just took because I was supposed to leave first, and then like somebody got sick or some shit, and I had to stay. But I was like, oh, because you take it like. So by the time it kicks in, I'm at home and shit, and I had to stay, and I just like hit me, and I'm just like stoned as shit. Like you were saying, not on that level, but it was just, oh shit. Yeah, they hit different.
Oh, I've been on my back, man. Edibles have put me on my back for sure.
I've grown to love just literally just joints, just tasting the weed and just.
That's my favorite.
Like just the bud. I mean, I used to smoke. I love blunts, but I gotta lay off them for a while. So it's just been all just.
Shout out to blunts.
Just actually enjoying the high, like just smoking enough so you can like be high and then just enjoy it. That's what I like to do. Because sometimes with the blunt, you're just like smoke it all, then you're faced, and you're like.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's just like. But it's good. I feel like we all had that point back in the day, and most smokers do. Like when you just go super hard the first. I still go hard. You know, we still all go hard, but it's like, you just go like
you're now more like.
I enjoy it more now. I enjoy it more, you know.
Like like when you're young and you're drinking.
All those memories are coming back.
Cheers, bong.
Yeah, that's all I cared about in high school. Like, where's the bag? Where's the fucking booze? Let's party. Like.
Yeah. No, bong rips were the shit back in the day.
Oh shit. No, bongs have always fucked me.
I mean, they're probably still big, but you have a bong?
Yeah,
like a huge bong.
Yeah, I don't smoke it the most though. My favorite is my bubbler.
Oh, you bubbler?
Yeah.
Which is dope.
Yeah, because it's like still like it looks.
And you get to taste.
It's so portable.
Ice in it?
Yeah,
that's why it's portable.
You put ice in it, or what? What do you think about putting ice in it? People were saying that's bad for you or something.
I mean, I haven't done that in a minute, but I had a boy who always used to do it every time we smoked, and I didn't mind it. But
the ice. I mean, when I first did it was the best shit ever. I was like,
I mean, it feels like it cools it down. Yeah,
cool smoke.
I'm for it. I'm just not for the work of like stuffing it with ice and shit.
Well, for me, I think it's good because you're supposed to cool down the air a little bit.
Yeah, it makes sense.
That's why I assume that's
it's supposed to be bad. It would give you like pneumonia or some shit.
What?
I don't know.
Well, no, because the air's coming in hot.
Like cold air going in your lungs, like
interesting.
You're intaking hot air though. That's why.
I'm alive.
So it's clashing with the right.
Oh shit.
No, yeah, I kept breaking my bong, so I was just like,
oh yeah,
like, dude, it's always sad, man.
Bongs, just like break it, and then I'm just like, okay, I'm good. Just rolling my shit is how I'm gonna take it now.
Yeah, I have just like some silicone ones, but the bubbler is a favorite. I use just a bowl a lot too.
Yeah.
I'm all about just like the dope little extra pieces on the piece, you know, like cool artwork actually.
Right.
I never buy like crazy shit, but you know, some people have sent me some dope shit, but do you guys have boys or do you guys have like some crazy, I know you said a couple hundred, but like I've seen people with just like crazy piece collections.
I gotta bring you my bong, man. My bong's pretty dope.
I had a homie growing up who had like, it was an Alien. It was a pretty common one actually in LA. They had like a bunch of different smoke shops. Okay. But it was like an Alien like this fucking big.
Shit.
And it was pretty dope. It looked dope. And then the smoke actually made the clear glass change to blue.
Oh.
Yeah, it was one of those.
Fuck yeah.
That's pretty badass.
That's dope.
No, I had a Yoda little headpiece.
So what is
Yoda
it?
headpiece.
Oh, dope.
Yeah.
Do you remember the old school?
I kept breaking it. I kept breaking the Yoda.
The old school giant like vapes. Where it was like
the bag?
It would heat up the weed.
And you would have the hose.
Yeah, hose, and you're like
the whip,
sucking it for 2 minutes just to get like a hit. But then once it hit, it was like, bro, there's like
I was thinking about that shit.
Bro, you could recycle your weed for a fucking month. I used to put my weed inside of my hose shit, and it would be fucking
you literally all you needed was one nug, and you can just smoke for like a month,
bro. The weed would turn into dirt, and I would just keep on smoking it and keep on getting blown because it would just extract as much THC out of it as possible, and it was just probably so bad for me.
But now you just got that.
You can use that for edibles too.
Now you got the little stiz, or even the like portable like vapes, or you put weed in it and then just like.
I don't. I'm still yet to smoke a flower vape that I like. That's portable.
Oh really?
I've only smoked a couple, but.
There's so much shit out there. It's like, how do you make up your fucking mind?
Yeah.
Why don't you like in quality wise?
Do you have a stiz or like a
have you tried? Have you tried Pine?
Pine.
Yeah, Alpine.
No, I haven't. I've seen their stuff though.
Okay.
But I have a mall just to fuck with them. I've done videos for some of them, not all, but I have like G-Pen.
You don't fuck with G-Pen like that?
No, they're cool. Those are the first one I got, and then I got the packs, and then I got the Stizzy, and then but I don't like the 10mm ones. Like I think the
smaller ones,
the ones that you put on like a pen, because it's like this long.
Yeah, and just the battery long.
The cartridge, and because that shit always breaks in my pocket.
Oh yeah, you want foldable ones or smaller ones, or they can slide in.
Yeah, I've seen some shit called like the low key, and it just goes in there.
Flip. Yeah.
That's pretty good idea. Yeah.
Should have brought that.
Yeah, you guys like vaping?
I mean, I used to enjoy
What's
it.
that one?
And then it got to a point where it's like I don't really trust most of the sources out there.
Yeah.
Puff, that's niggas.
So I just be like, I'm good, you know.
I
stick to flower, man.
Yeah.
Flower.
You can't go wrong, really.
Flower.
Yeah. The Puffco?
Yeah, I'm big on nicotine vapes.
Oh, word.
Puffco, yeah, they're pretty legit.
How about this crazy shit with Juul? Like how much money they're paying out or some shit?
Man, they owe a bunch of money.
Yeah, that's.
Have they been bought off by anybody? Who owns them? Do you guys know?
I don't know. I kind of fell off. I just remember hearing some crazy dollar amount they're paying everybody off.
They have to pay people off, for what their product's doing or what their product did.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
what about the product do?
What about all the other ones?
Like a taste bomb?
Like the weed ones?
No, like the other nicotine ones.
I don't know exactly what it was that was in the.
It was something specific with Juul.
Yeah,
they
with
had
their
to pay because of their product. That affected
so
certain
because
people.
of the flavors, because
they were targeting.
And it was a lawsuit against them. Yeah.
Yeah, and then same shit with the weed vapes, all that.
Oh yeah,
shit too.
That's just like black market stuff,
Yeah.
man. Like even like, if the cases people are dying now, why weren't they dying before though? You know.
Yeah.
So right now it's a saturated market. A lot of people got into it, and they're making it very cheap. They don't know how to make it very well at all, and they're the ones that are causing deaths.
Sure,
and you see how the tobacco lobby makes the law still.
I thought they're doing that. I think it's a scare tactic to like push more like regulation, which is fine though, because I agree with it. Just testing is important.
Yeah,
but like a lot of people just out there just doing it because they think they can do it, and they're just fucking it up bad. Like
just
that's
make
what
it
I think
in the back
it
of
is.
their house and shit.
Oh, of course, of course. It's not hard to make distillate.
Yeah, I've had some people on here who said that's basically what people do. A lot of times if they don't have the best batch.
People call it hot dog water for a reason.
Yeah, for real. I like that. I like that shit.
What the fuck is hot dog water?
That's distillate, bro. Dude, a lot of people don't fuck with distillate at all, dude. A lot of people don't.
That's funny. I actually haven't heard that phrase, bro. But I like that.
Yeah, explain that shit. What the fuck is it?
Between distillate and what?
And like rosin.
What's the difference?
It's just a process of how it's extracted.
Extraction process is different.
Like
one uses like hydrocarbons, like ethanol and stuff like that, and the other one uses just heat and pressure, and that's more natural. People like fuck with that's more natural.
Resin.
Yeah, I've seen a bunch of companies
you're keeping alcohol out of your or ethanol or hydrocarbons out of your product.
Yeah, I've seen companies with like portable presses.
Yeah.
Somebody actually came. California Clouds came on the
pretty dope.
show with one. Yeah, they look dope.
Of course. Yeah.
I just don't smoke enough dabs to make it worth me getting one.
I know exactly. Yes, I know what you mean.
Is that what's in the wax pens?
Some of them.
Some
of them have like. Yeah. You can definitely tell the ones with like a live resin. You can taste more like flour. Yeah. But that's what people were putting in other flavors too that are cheaper. So
where they're using terpenes.
Just to make it seem more legit.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying. A lot of people got into it cheaply to make a buck, so they just fucked the market up.
Yeah, the market's in a crazy fucking place, dude.
Right,
like
2 years after legalization, bro.
It's insane.
It's in a bad place.
Are you guys all from out here?
Yeah.
LA, man. Yeah, of course.
Yeah, so it's been crazy to see that.
South Bay.
So what was weed like when you were like?
I was looked upon more like badly. There's a stigma, The stigma is always there when we're younger.
Yeah.
It's always just like, no, you can't get near it. It's like that's the culture back then.
Yeah, huh?
There was a time where everybody was just opening up weed shops on like every corner in every city that would just fucking any city that would let them. San Pedro, Torrance, I don't know. Meds. On Western and Carson, there was like 6-8 shops over there, and then they would just get raided and they'd open up like a block down. There's boom.
Yeah,
they were all medicinal and shit.
Yeah, I had a.
Well, medicinal was first, man. That's like 215 was the
biggest, but that's when it was kind of. I've talked about this as well. Is that it was better. The products were better.
64 was the one that killed, the whole process. Really,
medicinal was way fucking better.
215, yeah. So you want, man.
As soon as you turn 18, you just go get your card and you're like, woo!
Yeah, what's good?
Well, you can get it before 18 if you actually have medical properties, where you can.
Which anybody can get.
Right,
I'm sure.
I'm saying before 18. Before 18 was more like a little like.
I had glaucoma.
When I was 18.
But if you really had those, you had that for sure.
I had back pains. And
it's like, so what do you guys think? When do you think it's gonna become fucking legal, fully federally?
Oh, it's only a matter of time, man.
I mean, I don't think
20 years before it's like Budweiser type shit.
Not even.
You don't even think? I think like all the little kinks and everything in the law and everything, where it's sold on like 7-Eleven type shelves and.
I mean, it's already in like Rite Aid and stuff, man.
Is it?
Are you fucking serious?
Or Walmart, these stores, they're already getting the CBD products.
Oh, it is, yeah, which is crazy too. What are you guys' thoughts on that shit?
They're already like trying to program people to think it's okay, just to have it here. It's okay.
CBD is fucking a miracle, fucking chemical.
It depends how it's used. I think full spectrum CBD is better.
What about smoking it?
Oh man, no. I think it should be in tincture form or like applied topically. That's what you really want for that.
Yeah,
or they can make RSO or like just CBD form.
I had a
crude oil.
I had a girlfriend who had a cat who had cancer, and she would give it CBD drops and rub CBD oil on its tumors, and they significantly shrank, like from a quarter size to like a little penny size.
Oh damn!
It didn't stop it completely. It still needed surgery type shit, but I like literally
Does
saw
it really
this happen.
Have that like much of a
no. What I meant that like CBD is best used with combined with THC. Like
I still can't wrap
full
my
effect
head
you
around
want.
it.
Like, see, and that's why I like it. Actually, 1 second. The sponsor of this
there it is.
podcast today actually sent me these. I smoked one of them. Oh, that's the wrong one. It's in here somewhere. I'll find it in a minute. But it's a fucking CBD joint that's
go.
like has fucking it's like soaked in distillate and then crushed, and then has like crushed like keef on the outside, all CBD or something.
Man.
But I smoked it and I felt like I got kind of stoned. I'm like, I've never smoked CBD before, but I feel you. I'm not all, but I want to take an edible, like a lot of edibles, and smoke it just to kind of get that balance,
Well, I've had a THC dab, like a crystalline dab.
What are your thoughts on that? Kind of same shit.
Yeah, and it's like it was very potent, man. It felt very different, very different.
So you felt it though?
Oh yeah, of
yeah.
course. That shit was
not
different.
crystal meth, right?
No. It's like a
shit,
That's just you said
like
crystal
THCA.
meth.
But yeah, it's crazy that it's. But that's what's crazy is it's like legal everywhere.
Right. It's just an extracted form of it. That's all it is.
But yeah, they sent out these here.
Oh, check this out. Oh, 2020.
Like,
Yeah, 2020 hemping.
like,
Shout out to you.
Like understanding all the different types of THC products, like it's like going back to like chemistry class or something. Like ROC, CBD,
Yeah.
oils, and
It's like whatever.
distillates.
That's where it gets crazy. Yeah.
Air powder. And
And there's the whole like hemp industry like alone. That shit is
That's why it's
crazy.
big. Hemp's gonna be big for a lot of reasons.
It's like of everything.
They have a lot of outlets.
Well, and when you read the old facts that are
Damn.
crazy, like how
That shit
everybody
is
like
dope.
just what they used to use it and how much was produced and like how it was everybody was
Not
mandated
even
to
like-
grow
not
it.
even 80 years ago.
Oh yeah,
it was
during the
legal.
founding of the country. and
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, that's insane.
That's insane.
Like
Wait, what?
90 years ago, it was legal. Yeah, hemp.
Oh right. Yeah.
It was outlawed because the weed was outlawed.
But there's some weird laws too where some like you can't sell CBD in certain parts of California or some shit.
I guess municipalities would go about that.
Yeah, it's
'Cause
like
certain people are like, no, we don't want any retail stores here, or any kind of sales here, not delivery, no nothing. And some places are like, no retail stores, but we'll do delivery. And some places it just really depends on the municipality.
yeah, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's a crazy thing down too. In like the beach cities down there, just when dispensaries start taking over there or more delivery services, I feel like
I think it's the future.
yeah,
Delivery.
right on the fucking, or just like a little one, like right on the fucking pier would do work.
That's why Eaze came in so hard.
Yeah,
They're suffering money wise, but like they're first to like market pretty much.
everybody is though too. I read something interesting about MedMen today of how they're like,
Oh, everyone's losing.
Yeah,
money.
yeah,
they're losing millions.
you know what? Something interesting though. That's a kind of a cool insight. I think is that supposedly Shopify could be the next huge fucking Netflix and Tesla because of weed legalization, because they're already kind of plugged shipping shit.
Ooh.
So they have a
Shout out
distribution-
Shopify, plug me
Yeah,
up.
I actually paid for like $40 for that stock tip. So, but I looked at the pockets. But I was like, because there's
So
like,
it's worth it.
yeah, they sold me. It's, the Motley Fool sold me. You need to get that email.
Motley Fool,
yeah. So I was like, you find
Shout
out,
out
and I'm like,
Motley Fool.
but it was a Shopify. I'm like, what the fuck? I thought it was gonna be something else crazy, but I'm like, that makes sense. Like, fuck,
No, yeah. I get you.
it's interesting.
I
to
just
think
started when we started a little Shopify account. That's just hilarious.
what were you selling
And
on there?
we were like looking up domains, and that's what we were trying to think. Like, let's think of like some domain names with like this whole marijuana industry of what could come. We were thinking of like weed lounge names and stuff, and a lot of them were taken.
Yeah, people are
So,
on that
like,
shit.
Yeah, like just buying the website domain, like just like Silver Haze Club or some weird stuff.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's
I
why
think
I'm.
just allowed a weed lounge in the East Coast. I don't know if it's Chicago or New York.
Yeah, New York's gonna get
Or Detroit.
cracking.
Or Detroit.
Wait.
Shopify's gonna
So
have-
basically, you could start your own store, create your own Shopify store, and like deliver weed.
No,
they
I
have
think
the
I think it's
I think it's CBD
I think
products
it's-
at the moment.
I think it's more on the like business scale, like large people who are moving like legit weight. Who it's all like legitimate,
You have to work with
I mean, you
licensed
probably-
distributors. Probably,
Yeah,
should
yeah.
say, yeah.
I don't know the whole breakdown, but like you could though.
You'd be their
You just
logistics for
browse.
them.
Can you ship weed in California?
Hemp.
If I want to sell to some motherfucker up in the Bay Area, I can send it?
Oh, depends, man.
Depends the amount, I would say.
No, because it's a Schedule 1. So you can't ship it.
But that's what's crazy about this shit.
If they find your product,
this ships everywhere.
Well,
but it's not THC.
It passes the poke test, you know?
Yeah.
That's a problem.
What about through like UPS?
That's the poke test you gotta pass.
Or DHL?
The poke your product.
That's
I don't know. I had one dude who used to swear by UPS.
Yeah, of course.
I had one dude that used to get his plug back in Kansas. He'd get it. The plug would ship it out from here.
Through private.
Yeah.
That's why it passes.
Or there's all. But yeah, that shit. Yeah, man.
Shout out Boogie.
Shout out. What?
On the kitchen table, baby.
Tell me about this.
Shadow Man Boogie.
You want to talk?
Nah, just the homie.
Okay, word.
Old friend.
Nice. Good dude?
Yeah, man. Smart guy.
Very cool.
Word. Boogie?
Boogie.
Shout out to you, man.
Yeah. we all used to live together, and there was like 10 of us, and like it might as well have been 10 of us. It was like 10 of us inside of like a 4-bedroom house.
Some good memories, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Ratchet as fuck.
It was a grow house. You know,
we were just,
oh, really?
Trapping.
Let's not say too much. Let's not say too much.
The dry snitching on himself.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I mean,
no, we weren't.
Do you guys, have you ever grown? Or do you grow at all?
Yeah, we grew once. You know, just curious, you know, young teenagers.
Yeah, Mike got me onto that, actually.
And we weren't bad at all for our first time.
You should, why don't you do it now? You got the room, right?
We grew Blue Dream. Came out fire.
XJ13.
This was fire.
You got the room for it right now?
We did it in a closet. It was crazy.
With the 6 plants or 8 plants?
Like, it was like
damn, you got
HPS lights, the whole vent situation.
Yeah, we had the 1,000.
We had like six plants. It was a little small.
It was 6.
Small, but just
you know what I always thought would look dope?
It was dope.
If you had that, but like it was exposed with some dope lighting on it, like these backdrop lighting, and that was part of your kind of studio vibe.
No, literally it was like literally just like a third of this room.
We took so many pictures. You could just like put the pictures and put them on like a projector and just
part of the decor and shit.
And this whole room would just look like a grow room.
That'd be dope. Of course. That'd be dope as hell.
Yeah, green screen it.
Yeah, green screen it. Right.
Green screen is pretty fucking easy to get basic shit, but it's hard to get really good from my experience.
Have you ever been to like a big grow room?
The biggest was, I think it was supposed to yield around like shit. It was
many,
pretty big.
How
it was
many, how many plants?
It was the most I've
how many lights?
It was the most I've seen. I would say it was supposed to yield around like, I would say, I don't know how many plants, man. The whole room, I'd say it was like a, when I was helping him dry the,
4 or 5 pounds per light.
This is at the harvest time, so I was helping trim everything and hang it up in a closet. So it was probably like at least 25 pounds, I think he was saying.
Oh, that's pretty good, man.
So
that's pretty good.
Yeah, but yeah, that's the biggest one I've seen.
We grew like 1 pound.
No, yeah, we didn't.
Or maybe it was like 50. I don't even know, but it was pretty big. It was just in like some warehouse too.
It's beautiful watching that shit grow. I did appreciate the growing aspect of it.
Yeah, you're sinking so much time and love into it, right?
Exactly.
Well, indoor had to be that way. Indoor was super like.
And just smelling them every night. You're just like, I'll give you some oxygen, baby. Wait, other way around.
He's talking to the plant.
You can give me some carbon monoxide.
I tried to germinate
grow, baby.
Seeds.
We learned real quick that the electricity bill goes up. Real quick.
Yeah, huh?
When I was like,
it's funny because that's what it looks like right now. Because we have a studio in our house, and our electric bill is just like up the roof. And he got a letter in the mail saying like they're curious why our electric bill
is above normal.
Yeah.
Compared to our
it's above average
compared to our neighbors. Or is it really high? And they're just like, what do you guys got going on?
They had like a graph on the bill and
but
shit.
It's just
like, why is your electric bill this?
It's just our lighting in the studio, and we're always just working in there. And just
it's funny they send that out. You think they would just be like, dope, extra money.
They never turn
exactly.
Information is key, you know?
Yeah.
Nah, but I got caught when I was like 16. I looked up on YouTube how to grow weed.
What?
And this was like in like 2000. Like,
it was
this
crazy.
was like 2010.
Couldn't even download a song like without getting caught.
For real. It was like 2010. I got like some weed seeds that I found in like a sack, some little bunk ass sack, and I put them in between 2 pieces of toilet tissue.
Bunkity bunk.
And then I put water on them, and I was like following the tutorial that was like shittily made on like YouTube. And then I put it on a plate, and I put it in like my my closet, and like it's like put it in like a place where it's like dark and there's no moisture, blah blah blah. It's like, okay. And then one day my mom goes in my room and then she finds the plate. She's like, oh, this is a dirty plate. Like, why the fuck did he put it in the top of his closet? Let me get this shit. So she grabs it and then she's like, oh my God, these are marijuana seeds. And I'm just like, and then, yeah, she knew it. My mom grew up in the 70s. She fucking knew. And then she sat me down when I came home.
Mom, they're
tomatoes. And I had just learned like all these facts about like marijuana the week before, and I was like, marijuana saves lives. It's the fucking best thing ever. So we had like this conversation as soon as I got home from work, and I'm just like, Mom, weed saves people's lives. Like, what are you talking about? This shit's like amazing, blah, blah, blah. She's like, I'm not gonna let you smoke pot in this house.
Like, so it's called pot.
Yeah, right?
It's called pot, yeah.
Yeah, people call it pot back in the day. I feel like it's derogatory.
That's
just fucked up to what it is.
Because you had one little small pot of weed. Is that why they call it?
You know what? I forget why exactly, but I was watching part of a documentary recently that brought it back to the like jazz roots and shit and how important that was with cannabis. And it was really interesting because all the big jazz musicians were singing about it just like as hip hop artists of today do. Yeah. Which but then when they dive into it, it's pretty dope.
Magic Dragon.
It's fucking.
That's a lot. That's something different.
Yeah, that's like, but that's the people who like paved the way for shit in so many ways, which is crazy.
Of course, yeah.
Had to take some L's to fucking.
A lot of them, yeah, of course. They took the hardest L's.
It's crazy sometimes when you think about how long ago shit was. You know, it's like fuck.
Have you
even like legalization.
Have you ever grown?
No, not really. No. I did one operation, but then my fucking one plant, then it got spray painted.
I feel like sharing.
It was out in public or what? It was on the sidewalk?
It was like out in like my neighbor's yard, so it's probably my neighbor.
Okay.
Smart move. Main Street attached. Whose plant is it? I don't know. It was there. I was walking by. It was there.
You were watering it. Yeah, it looked like it.
It is. It's
called weed for
helping out the earth.
I like how like some people like love to share, and like you know how like in church, like of course like you have your priest that likes to share the word of God. They take growing weed as like they have a weed Bible. It's called the Weed Bible on how to grow, right? So it's like people like they're like Jehovah's Witnesses like coming out to your door like, you want to learn how to grow weed? But like in my lifetime I had a lot of people like show me how to grow weed, and then just like friends, and you'd be like, oh, you want to learn how to grow weed? And they just like knew so much about growing weed, so we were lucky, you know, like that's why our first time growing weed came out pretty dope, because like he taught us like everything.
Yeah, the fucking dope mentor.
Exactly, we had like the best teacher like right off the bat, because if I would have done it, I would just like one light bulb and put it on my desk and let it grow.
Yeah, it's like pre-internet. Like, how would I have found out what to do, like with the towel and shit? Because that's the same thing I did. That I googled, put it in a wet paper towel.
They have Bone Thugs playing in the background and shit. I don't roll up blind. It's like keep smoking it, keep smoking it.
But you put it in a paper towel to
get to germinate the seeds.
Yeah.
Have a little pito stick out.
I didn't know.
You don't have to,
no,
but
we had clones. We got clones.
Yeah. That's the way to do it. Yeah.
We got clones. Yeah.
We didn't use.
Hey, that's
we cheated.
Why not though? Like, I know I'm saying, why not buy the clones? That's how I want to do it.
No, that's why it probably came out good too. Cause we already had good clones. You know.
Yeah. It's also about finding good breeders, man. You find some good breeders out there that are like.
That's crazy.
I can get you guys some good clones.
How do people breed?
There you go. That's what it's about, man.
Chris, who grows, he's always has.
Shout out to breeders everywhere.
Yeah, man.
Y'all the real rock stars.
Yeah.
Breeders. How do they do it?
What he just?
They're magicians, bro. They're wizards. That's why.
He does a lot of
crossbreed the plants and do all that.
Yeah, he makes his own stuff, and he does
They make certain plants yield
rock wool. Like he takes you trim the leaves, the branches off, and do to start.
Okay.
So he to start he did it in rock wool and did a bunch of them, and then kept it from there.
The weed plants fuck.
Is he going soil or hydro? Soil or hydro?
Solar.
Soil?
Oh, he's going soil.
Like
he uses like huge bags, like the like canvas bags.
Okay.
Yeah. All outdoor though, because he just does it outdoor, which is so nice about out here.
Of course, they know the more organic, the better, man.
Cali.
The more organic, the better, man. Shout out to organic.
For real, huh?
Organic. Shout out to you, man.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
Just plant a seed in your backyard, it'll grow.
No, not like that, man.
You
gotta be careful, diligent. You gotta show love.
Some Johnny Appleseed shit.
Yeah.
Just go around throwing.
See what happens.
It'll grow.
That's actually
it'll
that's
grow.
a funny video.
It'll grow,
that's what I used to
but
do.
it'll be like shrinky dink, like it'll be some Reggie.
Oh shit.
You could smoke it, but
it might give you a headache. So it becomes some ruderalis.
Oh shit. Yeah, that good old Reggie, man.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
You guys didn't do that when you were little? Like, you have like a random seed of a random fruit that you like. I mean, it could probably grow, but you would go in the backyard and plant it, and you're like, come on, grow.
Yeah, a couple times.
You know, I don't know.
And it would never grow.
Con duraznos.
Yeah.
Con duraznos.
Yeah, fucking peaches. Yeah.
Well, what?
Yeah, peaches.
Peaches? That's
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get all types of trees, lemon trees up, and like I can't wait to have a little outdoor spot to grow shit.
I would put a banana peel and like hope the banana tree would grow.
Strain the nutrients in there.
What if it did?
Take these nutrients.
That's how you do it the whole time? All right, how do you grow a banana tree?
I knew a dude or a lady I worked with tried to.
How do you grow a banana tree?
I have no idea.
Yeah. But he tried to do it he had an indoor banana tree he was trying to grow. This was back in Kansas. I'm like, he has a fucking banana tree in his house?
These breeders can like breed other fruits and weed and get like
over
get
time.
some like
well, that's where like the terpene flavors come in.
They're the ones that pretty much create like
banana weed
the profile
babies.
for the plant. Because growers just grow it, but breeders dictate like
the weed plant and the coca plant should kind of like
like a super sativa.
I would think they're breeding them with like mushrooms.
Yeah,
ooh,
it's
interesting. Some mushroom,
some
marijuana.
crazy,
like a Frankenstein weed plant.
Damn.
That's
Where
I'd be down for some
breeders
shit
at?
like that.
There's
probably
psilocybin.
Yeah, they're doing some shit. But there has to be, but they
make
like
that happen, yo.
They have different grow. Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt it's gonna be done. We're gonna see some crazy shit.
Mushroom just got legalized not too long ago in Oakland and Colorado.
Oh,
yeah,
shit.
That's
legalized, decriminalized, or legalized?
Oh, I think decriminalized.
Decriminalized.
Yeah, in Oakland.
That's the next wave right there.
Yeah, that's the next wave. Psilocybin, man.
Found it, baby.
Yeah, buddy.
No, that effect is dope though.
What's dope?
That effect.
Yeah, how many legal? This is probably a stupid question, but how many legal states in the U.S. are there, like, for marijuana?
Oh, I don't know.
Fully recreational?
Yeah,
I think
recreational, medical are different.
I think
I don't know what they're exactly.
Fuck. I don't know.
I want to say over 20 for
yeah,
sure.
I saw a map today.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. So it's more than 10.
Oh, yeah, man.
I thought it was just like
20s. It's in the 20s for sure. Right
Bro,
now.
I'm fucking, even in the Midwest, like Missouri's legalized medicinally now.
Oklahoma, I think.
So
Detroit,
where
Chicago.
are they being super strict?
Texas.
Yeah, places like
South, like a motherfucker.
They're the Bible Belt states.
Yeah,
they're the hardest to get into for sure.
Dude, Texas watch almost most of my like.
Montana got into it.
So much of my shit.
Montana thing recreational.
Yeah, people.
Oh yeah, people want it. People want weed, man.
That's great.
Yeah, and it's so much money. I mean,
people want it. It's good.
What about like outside of the U.S.?
Oh, that's even
like
bigger, man.
Is Canada like?
They're legalized.
They're big time producers up there. For
Brazil?
They might be.
I don't know.
It depends.
Nobody in South America. Huh?
I mean, I don't know. I'm sure people.
We have to see their quality over time.
Mexico.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
What about
their quality over time determines where they're going to be at.
What about Iran?
Nah, pretty much everywhere else.
I mean, well, they say humble, NorCal, like in LA, are considered the best places.
Yeah, the Emerald Triangle is
right. And LA is just close to it, and then other than that, like everywhere else is like catching up to a certain degree.
But yeah, with the climate out here for just strictly outdoor, I mean, like you're saying up there is just.
And the NorCal has been doing it for so long. They're just generationally been doing it. Like here, you're learning this is what we do. Boom, boom, boom.
It's a way of life.
It's crazy how like the government like could make natural plant into something illegal. You know, like I mean, I get
they're the biggest. Shout out to the government. They're the biggest thing in the world.
I mean, like it's
that's
processed. Like cocaine, okay, it's not as natural, of course, you know, but like. Marijuana, like you can just like grow it in your backyard.
Well,
like how are they
truly gonna ever stop?
Well, it also comes down to race. Like I was saying with the jazz stuff earlier, it comes down to racism too.
Right.
And that's why they called it like marijuana in the first place.
Why?
To like so it stigmatizes the minority culture, and then because
What is marijuana?
Marijuana was like a weed in Mexico.
It's
What is
marijuana? So it brings up, and then they did.
It was a completely different plant, wasn't it?
Latino context, yeah.
It's
cannabis. It's cannabis.
Cannabis? Okay.
Yeah.
But it was just their way of controlling and just
propaganda.
being propaganda exactly. Yeah, so
against the Latino community. That's all it was.
And then
if you look at the ads they would put out back then, they'd be
marijuana and
black and Mexican people are smoking weed.
It's just it's propaganda. I get it.
And that's why there's so many more incarcerated, and that's why they're fighting back, and that's why it's cool that they've been releasing some people here in California.
In the day, you get like put in jail like 10 years
forever
for just having an eighth or some shit.
I think it was Alabama.
I mean, the East Coast is still pretty bad.
Alabama in this documentary, I think it was. They have like a 3-strike thing. On the guy's 3rd strike, he got caught with a joint and got in prison for fucking 14 years.
A joint.
One joint. Because it was his 3rd. It was his 3rd shit. It was 3rd offense. So last time he had like a little bag, another bag.
That's how easy.
Yeah, that's how.
That's how skewed the laws are.
Yeah, that's how it's crazy. How it's like, like places like that.
Is he out now? Did he get like recouped from the state or what?
They ended. Maybe he was supposed to do 14. Maybe he did 12. But at the end of the doc,
he can probably get a lawyer now. And
you could get you could sue, right, and get some type of money.
Better get like 25.
He was just like, I'm just really confused. He's like, I'm in there. He's like, I'm watching the news. I'm seeing shit on TV. He's like, I'm just confused, man. Like, how am I in here when I see everything's becoming legal? Like,
that's the whole thing.
Oh, so this wasn't even that long ago. Oh, geez.
So now you can get a lawyer now, I'm sure, and help him fight that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
But yeah, man, things are changing all over the world. You know, like they're making it more mainstream, I guess, or more acceptable. They're trying to make it more like, okay, this is okay, especially CBD. It's hurting families, it's hurting athletes and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The recreational stuff is more just like, you know, the consumer who wants to just have fun and enjoys the, you know, the medicinal aspects of, you know, relaxing for sleep, you know, for food. I do it for food, man.
Yeah.
That shit gets me hungry as fuck.
Yeah. That's where the edibles hit me hard on the food,
too. That's why
too.
I fuck with edibles so hard, bro. I'm eating and I'm fucking, you know.
Yeah, edibles will
medicated.
Yeah, fuck
but like, now that people can, like, brew their own beer, like, what do you think about that? That, like, people can brew their own beer legally and shit, and, like...
Well, you can grow your own plants legally, too. It's up to 6, I think, or 12.
Yeah, I think it's dope. I think if you could do both... But I mean, it's just a lot of work too. That's why people. It
takes time, of course.
Yeah,
it takes time.
But you're saying what I think of, like, in terms of like.
It's like legal, yet. Like, I mean, in a lot of other states that it's not.
Yeah.
Marijuana is not legal right now. Like, just so.
Well, that's the whole process of this.
Yeah, for
this
sure.
Thing. Like, you know, they're agreeing whether they all should just legalize it federally.
Which it should be. It makes sense, like a motherfucker.
The thing is, like. I mean, to a certain degree, it does. People want to have certain states want their sovereignty too. Like, hey, you know, like that's great. You guys want that where you're at, and like I said, I don't mind. I wish it was legal everywhere, you know. But I'm just giving perspective, like devil's advocate here. Like they're like, hey, you can do whatever you want in your area.
Worldwide is just like
I get that. I'm playing devil's advocate here for
and who knows what the backlash could be too. It seems so good, but who knows?
In any place in the world,
the Middle East,
alcohol is illegal. Mm-hmm. Like all
illegal, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No, where
you can't drink alcohol
in the Middle East. You can't fucking.
You see how laws.
If you can't smoke, it's looked down upon. Everybody's so.
That's why it just depends whose perspective you're looking at it from.
Bro, that's why there's so much fucking war, bro. Because they need to
control the law, bro. That's what it is.
They need to chill out, bro. Take a shot, bro. Like,
take a shot.
They're
chill.
But
crazy.
The weed, like the way it is, especially in California now. I went to go buy an eighth, so some shop downtown or some shit, East LA. And it was a fully legalized shop, and I just wanted to go experience the shop. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, this is what weed is like legalized. I went to go buy an eighth, and there was like, what's the tax? Like 30% or some bullshit. I was like, bro, my fucking eighth ended up being like $75. I bought like one or two other things. I was like, bro, you think I'm gonna go buy a fucking $75 eighth when I can go to somebody and buy it for 25, 30, 35 max if it's fire. But
pre-packaged.
How are they gonna
I feel like they're creating an incentive to still have a black market.
And that's why all these big businesses are fucking having trouble. Like the big dogs, like we were saying earlier.
A lot of them aren't getting paid. A lot of them aren't getting paid,
man.
Who
the fuck wants to buy this?
They're like just fronting products. They're not just getting paid.
Yeah, and then just like
all the big companies, like they're just distributors. They're not paying the farmers, the growers.
Yeah, it's like
they took their product and like, oh, we're willing to pay you, and they didn't. They're not fulfilling that promise.
they're not fulfilling it to the farm. They're not fulfilling the promise to the farmers. You're saying?
Yeah, because they package it and they charge so much, they're not selling.
They're not. Yeah, cause so then it's.
That's why MedMen's losing employees like left and right. Yeah. That's why Eaze dropped employees. That's why Leafly's dropping employees.
It's just gonna like progress in my mind for the next couple of years.
They had the wrong formula, man. They taxed it too high. They're just charging too much for distribution. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, that's why
distribution's taking too much out of it.
Yeah, it's fucking tough.
I mean, that's the way it goes, legalization, you know. But that's what I from my perspective.
Yeah, it's grass is always greener shit sometimes. Like,
yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, at the same time, like they're allowing it to be illegal, you know.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's the cost of this?
Yeah, if you said that to somebody where it's not illegal, like, oh, I'd rather just have the option to. It's a peace of mind too. I mean, fucking A.
I mean, so all the illegal depends shops, who you ask. You know, that's all it really goes.
So all the illegal shops that don't have the licenses to sell and they don't sell it packaged or with all the regulations, they get shut down
with the new QR codes.
Well, right now nobody's like prosecuting them or like.
Right now, but over time they will be targeted.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it's fucking.
But they can't like stop all of them, so it's just.
Of course not.
So it's like close, and like 10.
Well, that's why I'm going fucking. That's why I'm doing True Buzz too. Is I'm like going grassroots with my shit because it's what I can like do right now with like because I do like just make videos, you know, and invest my time and money and to True Buds. I'm just doing like grassroots because I see that that's going to be even more opportunity for me to go harder when these big dogs are falling and I can come in as a smaller guy and have the opportunity because some of these big companies are going to fall and even the mid-sized to small ones as well.
MedMen's going to fall right now.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like they got in it way too early. Look at MySpace. MySpace is gone.
The problem is MedMen.
Facebook didn't come until like 10 years
when
later.
When I went into their store like 2 years ago, they literally had like 20 employees in there.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
And I'm like, first of all,
you need 5.
You need a lot less than this. The same problem when the cafe, the Lowell's cafe, that's now like the OG cafe because they couldn't keep Lowell's for some reason because they got sued, I guess.
Yeah, I guess they had an illegal grow.
Them, same thing. I walked in there and like their servers aren't the bud tenders that are serving you the flower or the tree or the dabs. No, they're just two different ones. It's like that's a job that can be done by one person. I don't get why they're just super wasting money like crazy.
For
like
real.
Just walking everywhere, they're just wasting money.
Yeah, I saw an idea at the Southern California meetup group that I need to go to again. But this, I might have mentioned this before on the podcast. But they had a vending machine that was like it was like an octagon, so it dispensed at 4 places.
Okay.
And these guys are just going to put this in kind of dispensaries in places because it's just like because he was saying like most people like us who like to blaze up like we don't want. I feel like I'm going to a fucking car dealership when I went to MedMen like wait, what can I get for you? I'm like yo. Give me a minute.
Yeah, there's a look in your face.
Yeah, but it's cool. Like they're being courteous, but
I'm just window shopping.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying though.
They're just encouraged to make sales now.
Yeah,
so it's like it's tough.
I get it.
They had some good product in there, but the problem is, it was overpriced. Like Heem said, just high ass tax.
Yeah,
that tax is
fucking
ridiculous.
Overhead in their spot locations like a motherfucker.
I feel bad for the farmers. Like
yeah, it's a great idea, but yeah, like he said, I think it's just too early for them to be able to like succeed right now where the market's at. Like, because the idea of having a super exclusive, like
high end one,
high end,
they're on all the high end spots.
Like, that's
like
why they have
a
lot of people because they want that type of experience. They want, you know, like a super like attentive, like just like you feel super exclusive.
Their founder just actually stepped down.
It's a good idea, but right now I guess it's not profitable.
Adam Bierman.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. But I mean that's business though.
Have
I mean
you
that's
been to any of the cafes in LA.
Like, is there a one besides the OG? There used to be like the Hitman's Lounge or something that closed down. I never went to.
Hitman.
Yeah, it was.
Doug's.
Did you go there?
Hitman Glass. No.
Like how is it going to one of these things? Like what you just
it's
order
literally
a burger
it's
and
literally
it just
like
high
being somewhere where you can smoke.
No, you smoke it. You smoke and eat. I don't know if they have infusion.
So you just smoke.
They do. They have edibles.
Or you can smoke and order food. You don't have to eat either.
Pizza with fucking.
Or you can just smoke.
Yeah. You can just chill. It's just like
they have like a juice bar. Yeah.
Which is cool, but yeah, people are like it's expensive, but once again, it's a dope experience that I haven't hit up yet. I'm due to, but
I think
I'd be down for some like fries with like weed butter and cheese in it. Like, do you like that? Like,
you know,
food that like infused.
My thing.
Would you eat it?
I would, but for me personally, I'd rather just take an edible than eat some food because it's still almost impossible to make it taste as good as it regularly would. In my mind, from what I've tried and tasted.
I think we had weed mac and cheese one time, and it was just like like unbearable to eat because it was just too.
Well, the way we infused it with some butter, the can of butter we use is very
just
potent.
like the weed flavor is just like strong at one point.
And we use a lot of it too, so it was
you can't really measure how much
you can't eat so much.
Yeah, that's my thing. I want the like almost. That's why I love the pro tab shit I was saying earlier too. Just a smallest shit that's potent as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't have to eat a whole thing of.
So that's I mean, obviously I haven't been to a cafe because.
How do you go to one? You have to reserve a spot?
It depends.
They're pretty popping. I'd make a reservation.
During the week, they're pretty open. At weekends is when they're just like always kind of booked.
But
so
they just
we can go hit one after this.
Everywhere, like so you can buy.
No, I think you said a menu.
There's a menu.
Yeah, there's
they have menus.
Yeah,
but they bring it out to you in a plate.
Yeah, just plan on dropping some coin. So
here's your sativa.
The eighth, like it's around like $40 or like $65, depending on what eighth you get. They have like a list of like top end. They had like the Curie Company there. They had LA Kush there. So that OG Cannabis.
Have you guys done the weed bus?
I have not.
It's pretty dope.
Ooh.
You should check it out.
I think I saw it. I was like, bro, I'm gonna try it.
It's kind of like, I mean, I definitely recommend it for people coming in town too, but like.
Oh, of course, an experience for sure.
Yeah, so you start out, you go to a dispensary or you can, and you get on the bus. They have like rolling trays rolled out, and people are just fucking blazing up the whole time. And then you go hit another dispensary and go blaze up is the tour one, but you can rent it out. So it'd be a party bus where you can just fucking just blaze up.
So is it like wine country where you just go?
No, we were just driving around.
Wine shops, like, oh, here's
which one?
Kind of, yeah.
Which one do you use?
You got stripper poles on that shit?
I think it's the LA Weed Bus.
LA Weed Bus?
Yeah.
Shout out LA Weed Bus.
They started in Colorado, I know. Fucking, but it was chill. Fucking.
They started in Colorado, drive through Nevada.
What?
They start in Colorado?
Yeah.
They started.
Oh, they started.
Yeah, you get picked up and go.
You drive through Georgia.
It took me a second. I'm like, but yeah, I just that popped in my head, but it was cool. Yeah, want to do that sometime. Just have everybody who's been
Ooh, a live podcast. From the Weed Bus.
I can't smoke that much.
I was thinking.
How many joints did you smoke?
There's a point that was
like
me.
7.
Oh, I fucked up and I ate edible beforehand too. I was just in the zone. I was just like, not saying like a word, dude. I was just like so stoned.
I'm good, guys. I'm good.
Yeah.
That's how I can get if I have too much for sure. I'll just be like,
edibles will put you back.
Yeah,
for real.
That's funny.
Yeah, but it was fun, man.
I was thinking it was like one of those.
Was it packed? Was it a lot of people?
Well, there's probably 15 people.
They had stripper poles?
How many total stops?
I think we just did 2. So we went to one dispensary.
The bus driver smoking too?
No, he probably did before I got on. I don't. Oh shit. Yeah, buddy.
That's dope.
Yeah, man. Reminiscing. But yeah, guys. So what's the next projects coming out? What can I keep an eye out for on the YouTube page?
So our goal right now is to like do like vlogging, but have a good edit, of just whatever happens in the studio. So
fuck yeah.
Some like footage from the studio, some sick ass like beat making, like just the process, like probably condense like a 2-hour session to like a 15-minute video, just kind of like like whatever we talk about on the downtime, rolling one up or
what might go well too?
Whatever we smoking
is doing that shorter ones, but also do a full 2-hour live session, because that will be like, because live I've done live a couple times. It can be frustrating sometimes, but like I know that YouTube boosts your analytics and will push your shit more if you're doing live.
Gotcha.
But
that's the algorithm right now.
Yeah. I mean, it's fallen back off that a little bit, but
points.
Yeah, but that and I think the stories now that I haven't started doing really. I think they're kind of pushing that more too.
I think people have 2-hour.
And they're trying to be Instagram.
Well, you could do 2 clips and see, because I've done an experiment with that on my page.
Like 30 minutes.
I did a bubble hash video that was 30 minutes, and then I cut it down to a 5-minute video, and they almost have about the same views, but the 30-minute one's longer. It's just an experiment to see. Mm-hmm. So I did like a short version, and just to kind of feel it out, and to kind of equally viewed. It was interesting to see.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get.
What kind of bubble hash you make?
Oh fuck, what was it? It was my boy kind of doing it. I was kind of videoing the whole thing. I'm trying to remember what he had. There's a couple different ones from his grow. Like, yeah, we just used the bubble bags. Fucking bought them on Amazon. Just use those. Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Some good bubble hash match I miss.
Check out my boy LA Heem at la.he.
Oh, for real? Yeah, buddy. Check that next.
Rock God. You know what I'm saying? Let's go.
Check out that fresh track. I'm vibing with his new one. The brother one goes hard.
Oh, thank you. I produced that shit.
Oh, yeah. I was like, that goes hard. He put it on. I was like, okay, man. feeling that one, man. So shout out to you right there. Hell yeah.
Yeah, we'll probably have him on the video vlogs because he's always there, you know, just going in and out of the booth.
Yeah.
You know, just a couple of artists that come in and out.
Just run the camera, dude.
It's always dope. Like, it's always dope vibes in the studio.
Yeah, I need to come check it out.
I got to post it, you know, let the world see.
I need to check it out.
Get like a different look into, like, instead of just always posting just a beat, you know, like beat, you know. I'd rather give out the beats for free, get some subscribers to watch like cool studio content, and even do tutorials on how to make certain types of beats and whatnot. So.
Show them how to make some fire.
Hell yeah, man. It's coming at you. Go check out Black Mass YouTube. Subscribe right now. Check out that Heem.
Yeah, go get some free beats.
Fuck yeah. Thanks again for stopping by tonight, guys.
Of course, man.
Yeah,
for real.
We appreciate
For real.
it.
Thank you.
I appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah,
Excited for this one to drop. So,
fun,
same.
fuck yeah. Good looks.
Yeah, bro.
Cool.
Let's go rolling up.
Now I'm just gonna roll up. Now I'm just gonna do a quick little plug for this, and we'll be done real quick.
Let's go.
Yeah. You want to try to smoke a fat CBD joint? Go check out 2020hemping.com and use code TrueBuds10 to get 10% off. Hook me up with a little bit to keep these podcasts dope. You know what I'm saying? What's good?
This is True Buds, that Mary Jane. Now we ain't new to this. For my stoners and for my cannabis enthusiasts, never heard a show as good as this. Yeah, number one, it's the best. Bringing in many special guests in the industry of cannabis, business owners to growers, even artists you know of. So sit back and just roll up the perfect show for my smokers. True Buds.